Hey, what's up you all? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be sharing some of the juicy and very important update about the Student Loan Relief Program. Student Loan Forgiveness Program. If you believe that you can benefit out of this is the video for you. If you have any student in your household and if you believe that they can take the advantage of this program, watch the full video. This is going to be pretty interesting. This is going to be pretty important because we are going to see some of the dates and deadlines that government just announced. The Biden administration announced some of the dates that you want to pay very close attention to. So I'll be sharing the 4 dates that you don't want to miss out or you want to keep an eye out for. We'll be also talking about when and how someone can apply for the student loan forgiveness program. We'll also talk about the application process does not open until early October, but there are steps that you can take right now to prepare, and that will speed up the process for the loan forgiveness program application and approval. So we'll be talking about that. I'll be also giving you a pro tip about AGI because the beneficiary of this program will depend upon how much money that you have made in 2020 and 2021, which is called adjusted gross income or AGI in terms of the IRS. So if you can ask your CPA or accountant or whoever is doing and filing your taxes, they can let you know what is your AGI, and I can share more information and pro tips about how you can be within that range of AGI because there are some techniques, legal ways you can reduce your AGI. So stay tuned, watch the full video. All I ask you in return is to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the future updates on the loan forgiveness program and many other talks about finance that we talk on this channel, many penny stocks, so on and so forth. I just wanted to put a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just like you, but do a ton of research. Finance is something I really like and enjoy reading and applying into my own financial health as well. And in return, I share this information with the community as my giving back to the community. So in return, all I ask you is just to hit the like button so we can share this video with more and more and more people. We need at the least 250 likes on this video so this video can be shared with more and more people. If you really want to watch future videos and get yourself updated with what's going on, hit the subscribe button as well. Now without further delay, let's talk about first of all what this program is and what has been announced. Number one, this is the student loan forgiveness program. When and how to apply. You already know that President Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness program that will forgives the loan up to $20,000 for the students in loan for the Pell Grant recipient and $10,000 for those holding the federal loans. To be eligible, they need to have the 2020 and 2021 adjusted gross income that I just talked about, AGI, less than $125,000. Now remember, this is just for 2020 and 2021, or if you're married, you will have $250,000 combined household income. So think about this and keep that in mind. Borrowers who have student loan debt program can have up to $20,000 of their student loan forgiven according to the White House and the latest updates that we got from White House. Now, nearly 43 million Americans are expected to get the benefits, some or all kind of this federal student loan forgiven program by the Biden administration in the upcoming weeks. Now, what we have known is, or what was the announcement, you want to keep an eye out on the early October, couple of weeks into the October. An exact date for when the application will open has not been released just yet, but the education department says that you can expect it until or by early October 2022. So remember, we do not really have dates, and I'll keep you posted as soon as we have the dates on this program. So you want to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on this important updates and video. If you have any questions, you can also write down in the comment section below, and I'll make sure that I can research more and cover that in my next video. So again, we do not really know the concrete date or any date that it's set in a stone, but we'll know by early October within next few weeks. It will be initial for an online form with a paper version being made available at a future date. And this is part of the announcement that you want to keep an eye out. So the number one date or number one time frame that you want to make sure is the first couple of weeks of October, because they said in early October. Nearly 8 million borrowers may qualify for this automatic student loan forgiveness program based on the data the department already has. So if your data is already with the department, with the government, then you might be eligible for the automatic student loan forgiveness program based on the data. For 35 million borrowers, the application is required. So that's a mandatory to receive the benefit, to receive the relief of this program. So remember that you can register to be notified with this application using the form, and they'll keep you posted as well. As an alternative, you can also click on the subscribe button on my channel, and I'll make sure that I'll keep you posted. November 15th is the another date that you want to also consider, because to receive your student loan forgiveness program before the payment pause ends. Now, what is payment pause? The payment pause is going to end on 31st of December 2022, which means your next payment, if you have the loan, will be due in January 2023. Now, you want to do your own due diligence as well, because as I mentioned, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I'm researching and based on what I found into the public domain and the announcement that the government has made so far. The education department applying relief for the payment pause, and you have to apply the relief before November 15th. Doing so, that will ensure that you receive your loan discharge before the regular payment resumes and interest begins accruing again. Now, official says the borrower will see forgiveness applied to their loan balances within 4 to 6 weeks. So once again, in early October, we'll know when the dates are. December 31st, 2022, which is when the pause is going to end. If you want to make sure that it does not accrue or it does not really impact your additional interest, so on and so forth, the official says that the borrowers will see forgiveness applied to their loan balances within 4 to 6 weeks after the completion of the application. So make sure that January 1st is your entire loan balance won't be erased on January 1st, 2023, which is likely for some 23 million borrowers. President Biden has extended the payment pause through the end of the year, as I just mentioned. So December 31st, 2022. But come January 1st, 2023, the interest will begin accruing again and the regular payments will resume. He has indicated that the pause will not be extended again, so watch out for this, guys, if you're really looking forward to make sure that you don't really start seeing interest again. December 31st, borrower will have the time until that time period apply to one of the student loan forgiveness program according to the Department of Education. Now, you want to keep an eye out because you don't want to miss out this date. But I just wanted to keep you posted with all these dates. Now, what does that mean and when would you like to do this? So we have all this date. When will the student loan forgiveness application will be available? Will be available no later than the pause of federal student loan payment that terminates at the end of the year in 2022, according to the White House. How can I fill out the student loan forgiveness application? Individuals will have until December 31st to complete the application. The Federal Student Loan Aid website further clarifies that the White House statement by saying that loan forgiveness application forms will be available to fill out online by the first week of October. So remember that. Now, one more thing I wanted to call out is there is still time and there is no action item, but the application process can take a little longer. If you want to make sure that you're ready, you can follow the steps to get your student forgiveness loan program in very much prepared from day one. Number one, you want to make sure that you are eligible or not. So check your eligibility. If you made less than $125,000 in 2020 or 2021, which is called adjusted gross income. If you are married and if your spouse made less than $250,000, so between you and your spouse, you made less than $250,000, you took out the federal loan student loan before June 30th, 2022, you would qualify for the forgiveness. The number to check is your adjusted gross income AGI on your tax return, as I just mentioned. Now, there is a way how you can reduce your AGI. The easiest way is, if you don't really do that, you can start applying for 401k. Traditional 401k contribution that you make that will effectively reduce both your AGI, which is adjusted gross income, and modified adjusted gross income, which is called MAGI or MAGI. The potential of the tax deferral and reduction of current taxable income means that traditional 401k contributions offer a way to soften the tax liability. So let's say if you put $5,000 into your 401k, that means your AGI is reduced by $5,000. So let's say if you made $126,000 as an example, and you put $5,000 towards your traditional 401k. I'm not talking about Roth, I'm talking about traditional 401k. Your AGI will be reduced by $5,000, which means you made $126,000, which is your adjusted income, adjusted gross income before any kind of contribution to your 401k. But if you made $5,000 contribution, your new AGI or your AGI, simple AGI, is $121,000, which is 126 minus 5, $121,000. If you have any questions, write down in the comment section below. But this is a great way to reduce your AGI. Check your AGI, ask the accountant, ask the CPA, whoever is taking care of that for you. Pell Grant recipient will receive up to $20,000 in debt forgiveness. Holders of other types of federal loans will receive as much as $10,000. Now, I'm not sure about any phased approach, or it is phasing out at certain AGI, so on and so forth. So I assume that there is no information, which means there is no real guidance at the moment. I'll keep you posted if there is anything. Now, another thing that you want to also note is check if you need to fill out an application. As I just mentioned, there are certain people, if the government already has the data, it will be automatically they will be automatically enrolled into the program because government education already has access to their income information. That includes around 6 million people or 6 million current students who recently filed out the free application from the federal student aid, and another 2 million borrowers who have income-driven repayment plan have submitted their income information for 2020 and 2021. So government already has it. If you believe they don't have it, you want to be proactive, making sure that you fill out all these applications so you don't miss out on the benefit that you get. Third thing is sign up for the education department updates and make sure that you have contacted information up to date with your loan servicer. You can also subscribe to this channel. That'll be super helpful. Another thing that you want to do is gather your 2020 and 2021 returns, tax returns, if you don't already have them, because many people I know that they'll have to ask their accountant, they'll have to ask their tax, whoever is taking care of their tax situation, or their CPAs. So make sure you have it handy. The purpose of this application is to gather income information to find out and determine the eligibility. So the borrower should have, so every student, if you believe that you can get the benefit out of it, you should have your tax return for 2020 and 2021 in order to find out the adjusted gross income, and also to make sure that you provide that information to the government agencies. Decide if you want to consolidate any eligible private debt loans, and if you do, start immediately, because this is a time consuming affair and you don't really want to miss out. You don't want to get late on that. And last but not the least, I just wanted to tell you guys, check if you're eligible for the refund for any payments that you have already made during the pandemic. Because payments made during the pandemic era paused can be refunded. So government can refund that, and that can be forgiven as well. In some cases, the department said that the refund will be automatic. Borrowers who successfully applied and received the student debt loan forgiveness program will be automatically refunded for the amount for their voluntary payments. So in case that you made the payment thinking you want to reduce your liability, it's still fine. You did not really lose the money according to my research. Now you want to do your own due diligence and research as well. This is just the information that I found and I wanted to share this with you. Now, another thing is payment. If the payments brought to you balance below the maximum debt relief amount that you're eligible for, that you received but did not pay off your balance in full, you might want to reach out to the department and or read the FAQ, frequently asked questions, that can get you more information. weigh other forgiveness and repayment options as well. And this is not super important, but I just wanted to mention that as well. One-time loan forgiveness plan isn't the only option available for the debtors. Now, last October, the Department of Education announced that a one-time expansion of eligibility for public service loan forgiveness program. With that program, applications for that program are due October 31st, and they're available on the Student Ed website. So there are so many things that you can do with this. This is something I found pretty interesting on Bloomberg, and I just wanted to share with you guys so you can get the advantage. You can take the advantage of this and get your financial game back on track if you are trying to figure things out. So this is the program for student loan relief. I just wanted to share, do your due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor, but don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.